Why is it that nearly all AI art generators seem to produce square images by default? Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the art that Midjourney produces. But if I wanted to stare at square images all day, I'd go play some Minecraft. Or if you're born in the 80s like me, you'd get high on nostalgia and go search for some boxes of Lego in your basement. Let's face it, we all want different shapes and sizes, and Midjourney knows this. And that's why they created the aspect ratio parameter. No, not that ratio. Aspect ratio. And that's exactly why you're here, right? Great, then I'll explain to you how it works in the next couple of minutes. What is aspect ratio? So if I dig into the endless library of knowledge that is the internet, a quick Google search will lead us to Wikipedia. And according to the wisdom of the crowds, the aspect ratio of an image is the ratio of its width to its height and is expressed with two numbers separated by a colon. What? In other words, aspect ratio is simply the ratio between this and this. Got it? And it usually looks a little bit like this. 3:2, or 4:3, or 16:9. But I digress. You might be wondering how aspect ratio is calculated. And I could spend the next 5 minutes going through the entire mathematical formula with you, boring you to death. But neither of us really want that. In fact, you're probably about to fall asleep. So let's get right to the point. Examples of typical aspect ratios. You really only need to remember a handful of aspect ratios. The first number is always the width, and the second one represents the height. 1:1, which is a square, 4:3, which is the TV that your grandmother used, 2:3, which is usually used for portraits, or 4:5, which is also quite common. And of course you can flip those into 3:2 and 5:4 as well. Then there's 16:9, which is the current digital TV standard. And finally, there's 9:16, which we all know is primarily used by people who like to dance in front of their phones. So now that we've established a basic foundation, let's get into the nitty-gritty details of how to actually use this parameter in Midjourney. You start off by entering the imagine command, followed by your prompt, and at the end of your prompt, you simply add --aspect or --AR for short. This is then followed by the value that you would like to use. And yes, of course, you can add any other parameters that you think are useful as well, whether it's seed, chaos, quality, or stylize. Do whatever you like. At this point, I'd like to emphasize that even though you can use any ratio that you'd like, not every aspect ratio necessarily works with every type of image. Well, because composition does matter. And if you don't know what that means, then even the most powerful AI in the world cannot help you. There are also some technical limitations. So for example, with version 3 of Midjourney, you can safely use 1:1, or also known as a square, 2:3 and 3:2, and 9:16 and 16:9. 4:3, for reasons that I already mentioned earlier, just isn't that relevant anymore. Now in Midjourney version 4, things are a bit different. You are effectively reduced to 3 options. You can use a square, 2:3, also known as a portrait format, and 3:2 if you prefer a landscape format. Now all of this is great. But what if I wanted to change the aspect ratio of an image that I already created? Well, that's an excellent question. Let's take this beautiful image of an imaginary gin bottle. And by the way, here's the prompt that I used to create it. Elaborate gin bottle design, glass, robot shape. Anyway, so getting back to the original question. The most honest answer to this question is that you'll have to return back to the medieval ages of graphic design and actually open an image editor. You know, something like Photoshop. I know this might sound shocking, and you probably don't even believe me. So for all intents and purposes, let me show you what the other options look like. Option 1. You might be tempted to use remix mode and simply change the aspect ratio in the prompt. So let's give that a try. We activate remix mode via the settings, then we look up the old image, we hit the V button of the image that we would like to use, we edit the prompt, and here's what we get. So is this some kind of sick joke from the Midjourney team? Probably not. It literally does this with every other image I try to remix. So let's just accept that this is not going to work and move on. Option number 2. Now I could dig up the original seed that I used on this image, so let's click the envelope icon. This tells Midjourney to send me all the details about this particular job. There's the seed number, and now let's enter the exact same prompt, add our seed value, and set the aspect ratio parameter to 2 to 3. And this is what we get this time. Clearly, this is not working. So let's try one more thing. Option number 3. Let's go grab the URL of the upscaled square image. Now let's enter our prompt one more time. But this time we'll prepend it with the URL as an image prompt. And we also won't add any seed. And just add the aspect ratio that we want. And voila! It's far from perfect, but clearly it's much closer to what we originally wanted to achieve. So now you know everything there is to know about aspect ratio in Midjourney. Whether you're trying to create a replica of your childhood school photos,
Okay,
or your own backyard after a nuclear apocalypse, you're only one prompt away from bringing it to life. Now, you may not be familiar with every single parameter that I used in this video. So if you'd like to learn more about how to use a seed, make sure you check out this video on the right. And if you have absolutely no clue how to use the chaos parameter, you'll also want to check out this video right here. I'll see you soon and take care.